So I'm Dr. Joseph Perno. I'm a pediatric emergency medicine physician at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, and I serve as the chief medical officer there. Sun safety and sun protection is an important topic in the summertime months, especially here in Florida. When we're thinking about being out in the sun, we're all at risk, but really the high-risk people obviously have fair skin, but dark-skinned people too can sunburn and have sun damage. If you have a lot of moles or if you have a family history of skin cancer, you got to consider yourself high risk, and everybody should really be taking all the appropriate precautions. Children under 6 months, really your best bet is some sort of barrier. So you can get the synthetic clothing, obviously keeping the child in the shade, a big floppy hat. These are techniques that work very well. We don't want to use chemical-based sunscreens under the age of 6 months. You can use a zinc oxide, which is that white cream that you see people wear. Again, that's a barrier. It's not being absorbed by the child and the skin. For anyone over 6 months, really it's about using your traditional sunscreens, and it's looking at your SPF or sun protection factor. You want something at least a 15, up to a 30 would really be the goal. This is going to give you about 97% protection against the UV rays, and you want something that's labeled as broad spectrum, which protects you both against UVA and UVB rays, which are the harmful rays that can cause sunburns, skin damage, and potentially skin cancer. So those are all important things. Hats and barrier clothing work well for any age, of course. Getting the sunscreen on the child's body or on your body is very important. So in a perfect world, you would actually apply it 15 to 20 minutes before you even head out to the beach or the pool or whatever outdoor activity you're doing. And then remembering to reapply every hour to 2 hours. Choosing a sunscreen that's water resistant is always important. Whether you're swimming or not, you're going to be sweating and they're going to work a little bit better. But in knowing to reapply, that's probably one of the biggest mistakes I see people make. They apply at the beginning of the day and don't do it again. And then it's always important, if possible, avoiding the worst times of the day, right? So between 10 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon, that's when the sun's the most intense. So trying to avoid those things if you have an option. Obviously, if you're exercising or doing other things and you have the ability to do it early morning or in the evening, it's going to be better for both from the heat standpoint, but also from your sun exposure. One of the trickiest days is when you're out there and it's cloudy, right? You're at the beach or you're on the golf course or doing whatever you may be doing outside, and it's a cloudy day and you say, I don't need sunscreen, but no, the UV rays are there and you don't even notice it as much because you're not as hot, you don't feel the sun beating down, but you can get skin damage. So anytime you're out in the summer months, you really want to either be using barrier clothing, lightweight clothing, or you want to be using some sort of sunscreen to protect yourself.